Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Sierra Nevada. This is actually a new one. This is a juicy little thing. Not quite sure what they're going for with it. Different from like hazy and juicy. I think it's a little bit synonymous in this kind of like haze world, New England IPA world, but it's a different recipe. I believe the malt bill should be ideally around the same two row oats, um, wheat, and this has completely forgot. Uh, I have to look it up. I'm so sorry. I literally just looked it up and I don't same ABV. This is canned literally to the month, and this is a January release, so pretty cool. Like, I can't imagine how much fresher I could have gotten it. A month fresh in Florida is pretty good. From what I noticed, I don't really seem to have distribution beer. This is larger distribution beer that gets to me within weeks. Ideally, Cigar City High Life should be a couple weeks fresh. Literally, like I can drive there in an hour and a half. And then where are we at on this guy? Yeah, Mills River. I mean, obviously, yeah, Mills River, not California. Wow, that doesn't look like hazy old thing, right? This definitely looks like more like a traditional hazy IPA. Beer has a light to medium gold color, leaning a little bit towards medium gold, right? Like not as light, a little bit richness to it. Nice haze. It's a pretty haze. As I do this, I can sort of see. I could sort of see the shadow of my finger through it versus like sometimes completely opaque that you like just like um it's like it doesn't even look like beer. But then you get a really eggshell white, like very fluffy, beautiful white head. Not too much espresso on the nose. Probably have a little cold. I think I have fridge temperature, which for hazy IPA shouldn't be too bad. But a little bit of candy orange, some of that citron note. I think citrus in here. A little bit of green hop pellet thing, but nothing too espresso on those. On the website they mentioned like juicy flavors like mango, guava, and those crazy things. Um, that's pretty clean. So first thing I noticed is that for a while I hated hazy little thing. There's this like weird, there was always this weird kind of like sodium heavy kind of like aftertaste and like water treatment weird thing that was going on with it. I finally enjoyed it like last time I reviewed it, which might have been like a while ago, like maybe within the last year. This is quite tight. They think I definitely feel like they learned something from what New Belgium does with their hazy IPAs, which in my opinion makes the best um, mass-produced hazy IPAs out there. Stuff that gets distributed to 50 states. Here we have one that's distributed to 50 states. This is really tight and delicious. 6.5%. It is a full-on IPA, but it's not huge. It almost reached like it honestly drinks more like a hazy pale ale, but at 6.5, quite nice. It's sort of in that hazy IPA slash pale ale range, so sort of it's not big, right? It's not 7.5, 8. Um, Up front, quite orangey, maybe a little bit of tropical, a little bit of mango, maybe a little bit of tart guava in there, quite nice. A little bit of acidity, which is quite nice. That plays well. I think they've definitely adjusted the water treatment quite well to like not have any of those weird flavors I was getting early on with hazel thing. Um, Back end, not chalky at all. A little bit of chalkiness, but to style. And really nice kind of fluffy mouthfeel too. Oat wheat thing gets really nice kind of fluffy white bread and mm, as you drink it more, it leans a little bit more tropical, right? I get more ripe and tart tropical fruit, along with this really fresh kind of like juicy, fitting with the name, juicy orange character, selling really nice, pretty notes of citra, which can get a little bit muddled and dirty, depending on what example of citra style, a citra, citra use in a hazy IPA goes, right? Mm, this is crushable, really tasty. Great lacing. Wow, this is a really good beer. This is surprising. Um, Super drinkable. I like a little bit of nuance of hops here. Not explosive on the nose, not too in your face, but a really crushable, drinkable beer. Uh, Great take on, I guess, finally, I can finally call this a New England IPA. Like, this is solidly a New England IPA or a New England Pale, if you want to call it that. But, oh, wow, really good. This is really good. Rating. This is a not a flight beer at all. This is a crushable beer. Um, I'll probably get tired of it after like two. That's pretty good. I don't think, in general, I don't think the style, at least for my palate these days, it's not really meant for like drinking like a whole six pack of. Um, impression big. There's weight to this beer. There's a little bit of that lingering kind of green character on the back end, which is not offensive, but like helps dry the beer out. There's almost no bitterness noticeable on it. Fluffy mouthfeel. Um, yeah, really nice. I'm gonna give a solid rating to this guy. That is so good. I mean, almost done with. I mean, at least somebody can, but like, usually don't see me drink this much on camera, or at least for the beer. Crushable beer. It's a solid 90. Oh, that's a solid. Let me go again. I want these beers to be more expressive. The whole point of it is to be really aggressively like juicy on the nose and like really more fruit forward and more distinct on its fruit, but on its like hot flavor fruit notes. I'm leaning around like a 94, but yeah, it's right there. Let's give it a 94. 94. How does this beer get better? More expressive hop notes. Like if this beer was like ripping, juicy, like super super crazy on the aromatics and did all the other pretty things. I think it does all the other things quite nice. Lack of hop burn, bitterness hits the right place. Drinkability is fantastic. Malt is really nice and fluffy. Does all those cool things. If they just like amped up the hops and just like punch you in the face more, I think it's a world class beer. 94 is very close. Until next time, guys. Cheers later.